नमस्कार मित्रांनो, माय बेस्ट गुरु चॅनलमध्ये आपले मनापासून स्वागत. आम्हाला प्रोत्साहन देण्यासाठी सबस्क्राईब बटनवर क्लिक करून सबस्क्राईब करून आम्हाला मदत करा, म्हणजे आम्ही तुमच्यासाठी घेऊन येऊ जास्तीत जास्त व्हिडिओज. तसेच आमच्या नवीन व्हिडिओचे नोटिफिकेशन मिळण्यासाठी घंटीच्या चित्रावर क्लिक करा. Lesson number 7. Energy flow in an ecosystem. Dear friends, important topics in this lesson: food chain and food web, the energy pyramid, biogeochemical cycle, carbon, oxygen and nitrogen cycles. Dear students, question number 1. Complete the following table. Carefully study the carbon, oxygen and nitrogen cycles. Biogeochemical cycles. Carbon cycle. Biotic processes. Respiration for photosynthesis in plants, respiration in animals, decomposition by decomposers. Abiotic processes: absorption in water, burning of fossil fuels and wood, forest fires and volcanic activity. 2. Oxygen cycle. Biotic processes: respiration in plants and animals. Plants produce oxygen. Biotic decomposition by decomposers. Abiotic processes: combustion, corrosion, rusting, production of oxides. 3. Nitrogen cycle. Biotic processes: nitrogen fixation, conversion of nitrogen into nitrates by biological processes. Ammonification by decomposers. Abiotic processes: nitrification, denitrification, conversion of nitrogen into nitrates in factories. Question number 2. Correct and rewrite the following statements and justify your corrections. A. Carnivores occupy the second trophic level in the food chain. Answer. Correction. Carnivores occupy the third trophic level in the food chain. All producers in the ecosystem. Plants possesses first trophic level. Herbivorous animals eat them, so herbivorous gets second trophic level. Carnivorous animals eat these herbivores, therefore carnivores obtain third trophic level in the food chain. B. The flow of nutrients in an ecosystem is considered to be a one-way transport. Answer. Correction. The flow of nutrients in an ecosystem is considered to be a cyclical. Nutrients necessary for the growth of organisms are continuously transferred from abiotic to biotic factors and biotic to abiotic factors within an ecosystem. This cycle operates continuously through the medium of biosphere formed by the lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Therefore, the flow of nutrients in an ecosystem is considered to be a cyclical. C. Plants in an ecosystem are called primary consumers. Answer. Correction. Herbivores in an ecosystem are called primary consumers. They are directly dependent on autotrophs, producers, as grasshopper, squirrel, elephant, etc. Therefore, herbivores in an ecosystem are called primary consumers. Three, flow of nutrients through an ecosystem is cyclic. 1. Nutrients necessary for the growth of organisms are continuously transferred from abiotic to biotic factors and biotic to abiotic factors within an ecosystem. 2. This cycle operates continuously through the medium of the biosphere formed by the lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. 3. Take example of carbon. The circulation of recycling of carbon from the atmosphere to living organisms and after their death back to the atmosphere is called the carbon cycle. 4. Other cycles of nutrients also follow the same path. 5. Therefore, flow of nutrients through an ecosystem is cyclic. Question number 4. Explain the following cycles in your own words with suitable diagrams. 1. Carbon cycle. Answer. The circulation and recycling of carbon from the atmosphere to living organisms and after their death back to the atmosphere is called the carbon cycle. Abiotic carbon atoms are circulated and recycled into biotic form mainly through the photosynthesis and respiration. Hence, the carbon cycle is one of the important biogeochemical cycles. Plants convert carbon dioxide into carbohydrates by the process of photosynthesis. Similarly, they produce carbon compounds like proteins and fats too. Herbivores feed upon plants. Carnivores feed upon herbivores. In this way, biotic carbon is transported from plants to herbivores, from herbivores to carnivores, and from carnivores to apex consumers. See below diagram. Carbon in atmosphere. Carbon intake by plants. Carbon in animals. Carbon absorbed in water. Carbon in fossil fuels. Carbon released by decomposers. CO2 released from factories. Combustion of fuel. Carbon released by the animals. In this way, the carbon is again released back to the environment. Two, nitrogen cycle. Answer. 1. Approximately 78% of air is nitrogen. Nitrogen is important to life because it is a key part of amino and nucleic acid. 2. Neither plants or animals can obtain nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. 3. Instead, they depend on a process known as nitrogen fixation. Key players in this process are nitrogen fixing bacteria. 4. These organisms convert nitrogen into nitrate. This process is known as nitrification. 5. This nitrate is then consumed by plants. The final aspect of the nitrogen cycle is the process of denitrification. In this process, nitrogen is separated and released in the air by a variety of microscopic bacteria, fungi, and other organisms. In this way, nitrogen cycle goes on. Kindly watch this diagram of nitrogen cycle. Three. Oxygen cycle. Answer: 1. Oxygen is a must for life. Oxygen forms 21% of the atmosphere. It is also present in the hydrosphere and lithosphere. Circulation and recycling of oxygen within the biosphere is called the oxygen cycle. This cycle too includes both the biotic and abiotic components. 3. Oxygen is continuously produced as well as used up in the atmosphere. 4. Oxygen is highly reactive and it is readily reacts with other elements and compounds. 5. As oxygen is found in various forms like molecular oxygen, O2, water, carbon dioxide, inorganic compounds, etc. 6. Cycle of the biosphere is extremely complex. Oxygen is released in the process of photosynthesis, whereas it is used up in processes like respiration, combustion, decomposition, corrosion, rusting, etc. Watch the diagram of oxygen cycle. Atmosphere, respiration, in water, photosynthesis, and again oxygen to the atmosphere. Question number 5. What would you do to help maintain the equilibrium in the various biogeochemical cycles? Explain in brief. Answer: all organisms need nutrients for their growth. The cyclical flow of nutrients within an ecosystem is called the biogeochemical cycle. To maintain these cycles, we should follow the following steps. 1. We should not interfere these cycles by doing any environment unfriendly activities. 2. We must stop cutting the trees and kill wild animals. Instead of that, we should help to maintain the biodiversity. 3. We should not interfere the cycles by polluting air, water, soil, and other sources in the environment to keep equilibrium. 4. We should plant many more trees to maintain the equilibrium in the various biogeochemical cycles. Question number 6. Explain in detail the interrelationship between the food chain and food web. Answer: interaction go on continuously between producers, consumers, and saprophytes. 2. There is a definite sequence in these interactions which is called the food chain. 3. Each chain consists of 4, 5 or more links, and there are many food chains which interconnected at various levels. 4. In this way, food web is formed. Thus, the food webs are interconnections of various food chains. Dear students, question number 7. State the different types of biogeochemical cycles and explain the importance of those cycles. Answer. Types of biogeochemical cycles. There are two types of biogeochemical cycles: gaseous cycle and sedimentary cycle. Gaseous cycle includes carbon dioxide, water vapor, nitrogen, oxygen, etc. Sedimentary cycle consists of components like iron, calcium, phosphorus, etc. Now, importance of those biogeochemical cycles. 1. Living things require many chemical elements and these must be available for them. Biogeochemical cycles do the vital role in this case. 2. Nutrients necessary for the growth of organisms are continuously transferred from abiotic to biotic factors and biotic to abiotic factors. 3. Living things are not possible without these kind of cycles. 4. If oxygen will not recycled in the atmosphere, it will affect on living things, they will die. 5. If carbon dioxide will not be available, the plants will not be able to produce the food. They will die and therefore other living things like animals will also die. In this way, various biogeochemical cycles are very important in the ecosystem. Question number 8. Explain the following with suitable examples. A. What type of changes occur in the amount of energy during its transfer from plants to apex consumers? Answer. 1. Plants get energy from the sun. They convert this energy in the chemical energy which is called food. Primary consumers eat this food and get energy. Secondary consumers eat these primary consumers and tertiary consumers consume the secondary consumers to acquire the energy. 3. In this way, energy is transferred from plants to apex consumers. 4. While transferring energy from one level to other, it gets decreased at each level. 5. Approximately only 10% energy is transferred from one level to the next level. 6. Thus the apex consumers are at the highest level. They get least energy. In this transformation, some energy is lost in the form of heat. B. What are the differences between flow of matter and of energy in an ecosystem? Why? Flow of matter or nutrients and flow of energy. 1. All organisms need some constituents for their growth are called matter. All organisms need energy to do movement or other processes. 2. The flow of nutrients is matter is cyclic. The flow of energy is one way. The nutrients are transferred from producers to the trophic level and again back to the atmosphere, lithosphere and hydrosphere. This is called biogeochemical cycle. The plants get energy from the sun and then transferred to the different trophic level up to the top level, and no part of the energy ever returns to the sun. So this flow is one-way transport. In this way, there are differences between flow of matter and of energy. आम्हाला प्रोत्साहन देण्यासाठी सबस्क्राईब बटनवर क्लिक करून सबस्क्राईब करून आम्हाला मदत करा, म्हणजे आम्ही तुमच्यासाठी घेऊन येऊ जास्तीत जास्त व्हिडिओज. तसेच आमच्या नवीन व्हिडिओचे नोटिफिकेशन मिळण्यासाठी घंटीच्या चित्रावर क्लिक करा.